"Mom, you need to leave, now." The officer's voice cut through the cafe like a gunshot. Conversation stopped mid-sentence. Forks hovered over half-eaten plates. Every eye turned toward the woman at the corner table, blonde, composed, sipping her coffee in silence. She looked up slowly, brows raised, not in fear, but in confusion. "Excuse me?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper, yet firm. The officer took a step closer, puffing his chest, hand resting on his belt like he was expecting trouble. "You've been reported for trespassing and harassment. I need you to stand up." The woman blinked, visibly puzzled. "I just sat down 5 minutes ago. You didn't even ask my name." But he wasn't listening. He didn't care. She fit the vague description someone had given over the phone. Blonde woman, black blazer, acting aggressive. That was enough. He reached for the cuffs. Phones were already out, recording, whispering. Some people at the next table started murmuring, "Is that her, the crazy lady?" A waiter hesitantly stepped forward, trying to say something, but the officer shut him down without even turning around. "Stay out of it." The woman, calm as ever, slowly rose to her feet, her posture regal, movements deliberate. "You're making a mistake," she said evenly. The officer didn't care. He clicked the cuffs around her wrists and led her out in front of the stunned crowd. That's when someone in the back shouted, "Wait, that's not her." A man shoved through the crowd, holding up his phone, breathless. "That's not the woman who was causing the scene. The real one left 10 minutes ago. I told the staff." The cop froze, but it was already too late. She was outside, in cuffs, in a squad car. Her name was Elena Price, a corporate lawyer, Ivy League graduate, mother of two. Quiet, methodical, and deeply private. She wasn't a troublemaker. She was a professional who'd walked into a cafe for a moment of peace before picking up her kids. And now she was being arrested in public without anyone asking her a single question. She requested politely that they check her ID. They laughed. "You can call your cat lawyer, lady. You're not special." But she was. Just not in the way they assumed. They held her for nearly an hour in the back of the car. Her wrists hurt, but her pride hurt more. She wasn't crying. She wasn't yelling. She was quiet, calculating. When they finally let her make a phone call, she dialed just one number. The officer rolled his eyes as he answered. "Yeah?" he said casually. There was a long pause. Then came the voice, deep, composed, authoritative. "This is Judge Marcus Price. You have my wife in the back of your squad car." The officer stood up straighter. I didn't know." The judge cut him off. "You didn't ask. Did you check her ID?" "No, sir." "Did you read her rights?" "No, sir." "Did she resist?" "No, sir." "Then you have two options. Apologize. Release her. And pray I'm in a forgiving mood." The line went dead. What followed was pure panic. The officers scrambled. One ran to the car, yanked the door open and stammered, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry. It was a misunderstanding." Eleanor stepped out with the grace of royalty. She brushed off her blazer and looked the officer dead in the eyes. "Next time," she said loud enough for the crowd to hear, "ask someone's name before you slap on your assumptions." A woman filming near the curb whispered, "Oh my God, she's the judge's wife." The man who had spoken up earlier stepped forward again. "I tried to tell them." "I really did." Eleanor gave him a nod. "And I appreciate that." The video hit the internet within hours. By morning, it was everywhere. Headlines read, "Wife of Judge wrongfully arrested without ID check." "Police detain innocent woman, public outcry grows." "Caught on cam, racial bias or incompetence." And while some chalked it up to a simple mistake, others knew the deeper truth. Eleanor had been misjudged not just because she was blonde, but because she was black. Biracial. To the lazy eye, she passed as white, but to someone scanning for trouble, she was one of those. That was the phrase the original caller had used. "There's a woman here being aggressive," one of those types. That single word, "those," had followed her since college, since courtrooms, since airport security. The department issued a public apology. The officer was suspended, the cafe retrained its staff. But Elena didn't sue. She didn't do a media tour. She didn't need revenge. What she wanted was truth. A month later, she gave a speech at her alma mater's law school. Her words were raw, unforgettable. The most dangerous weapon in America isn't a gun. It's unchecked authority mixed with lazy judgment. The worst part isn't what happened to me. It's that it happens every day to people who don't have a judge on speed dial. Ask questions, check facts. And remember, next time, the person you're cuffing might just be married to the courtroom you'll stand trial in. The room gave her a standing ovation. Every word echoed like a warning. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, subscribe the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below. Because the truth is simple, justice starts when you stop assuming.